Hola, por favor, and welcome to your daily dose of Fortnite. Today we're going to be doing another weapon review video. A few pieces of info before we get into the review. We'll be rating the weapon in 6 categories. DPS, which is damage per second. Effective range, which is basically how far away can you shoot a husk from and still do 100% of the weapon damage without any damage fall off. Ammo cost, how quickly are you burning through ammo when firing the weapon. Durability, how much damage can you do with the weapon before it breaks and you have to craft a new one. Impact, we're going to rate that on how much impact per second the gun does when you're firing it. And spread, which is basically the recoil and like the bullet grouping while aiming down the sights of the weapon. I'll be averaging the ratings into an overall rating and categorizing the weapon into one of 5 tiers. S tier is the top, amazing weapon, exceptional or above average in every category. A tier, great weapon, above average in most categories. B tier, good overall weapon, but may have a few drawbacks. C tier, below average weapon, underperforms in most categories. D tier, low quality weapon, would not recommend using unless you just really like it. A few disclaimers, the DPS numbers for the weapons I use come from White Sushi's spreadsheet. He's a user on Reddit. I'll put a link in the description of the video to that spreadsheet so you can take a look for yourself. And all the numbers I'm using come from the base weapon stats with no perks or hero stats or bonuses added to them. All the averages that I'm comparing the weapon numbers to are based on the 8 standard non-event assault rifles. I'll put a list of those assault rifles in the description of the video as well. Alright, so let's take a look at the Deathray. This is the model of the gun. It's what it looks like in the game. So here's what it looks like to fire the Deathray. You can see it fires what kind of appears to be like a laser beam. It is fully automatic, so you can just hold down the trigger and it will keep firing. I am at the max range, max effective range for the weapon, so you have to be this close or closer to husks to do 100% weapon damage to them. Okay, so let's get into the ratings. Its DPS is 216. That's pretty poor for assault rifles, so we're going to give that a 1 out of 5. Its effective range is 2 tiles, which is below average for an assault rifle, so we're going to give that a 2 out of 5. Its ammo cost is 480 bullets per minute. That's average for an assault rifle, so we're going to give that 3 out of 5. Its durability is 144,000 damage per gun. That's below the average of 162,000 per gun for assault rifles, so we're going to give that a 2 out of 5. Its impact per second is only 64, which is terrible for pretty much any weapon. So we're going to give that a 1 out of 5. And its spread is 0.026, which is above average for assault rifles. So we're going to give that a 4 out of 5. If we average those together, it comes out to about 2.2 out of 5. That puts us in tier C, which is a below average weapon, underperforms in most categories. Its positives, pretty much the only positive is the spread, and its negatives are its DPS and its impact. My overall thoughts on the weapon is it's not a great weapon. You can definitely do better. It used to be better when you could roll energy plus an element on it, but you can't do that anymore. It's not possible anymore. So this is pretty much a bottom tier weapon that I would only use if I liked the way it looked or fired. You can definitely use it, it's just not one of the better weapons in the game. That's pretty much my overall review of the Deathray. As always, if you enjoy my videos, feel free to subscribe and hit the notification button so you'll be notified when I release a new one. But other than that, thanks for watching and have a great day.